Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Agrarian Skies 2. So last episode we made redstone seeds, and as you can see we got 4 redstone for each one now. So I've been harvesting these up every once in a while. I basically have 12 planted, and I did a little bit of crossbreeding off camera. I got copper, aro gold, lavender, ferranium, petunia, and dimalia, and enderweed. And to get enderweed, you need dimalia. And as you can see, once you have dimalia, there's 21 different seed types. So platinus, goldenrod. So there's just a bunch of different seed types once you have dimalia. So they're a pretty important seed type to get to if you want to, generate resources via crops. So I'm not going to do any agricraft this episode. Hopefully last episode helped you out a lot. Somebody asked how I made the tank on the top out of glass there. And basically I made micro parts using a saw. And I'll just show off the saw just in case people aren't familiar with it. I made it off camera for something. But the recipe for the saw itself is 2 sticks, 3 stone rods, and flint. For the flint saw, there's also, I believe, we got iron, stone, diamond, ardite, cobalt, and magnesium. So there's various different types of saws. And they're pretty easy to make, and the way they work is, if I say, I'll just grab one. If I put the saw and the glass in my inventory like so, nothing happens. But if I put the saw above the glass, I can make glass slabs, which you can then cut into glass panels, which you can then cut into glass covers. And covers are pretty self-explanatory. Let's see if I have some wires that I could place some covers over. So basically, yeah, you could place covers over top of things like so. The other bonus of these things is they'll just break easily and you get them back on like regular glass. So the way that I made the tank to fill up with water was like this. Let's just grab some water to do the full test here. Make sure that you can sort of see the microblock as I'm trying to place it. And so if I want the water to be in this tank here, right here on this square, I want my microblock to be on the outside square. So not on the inside like that, but on the outside like so, if that makes sense. Like so. And like so. And therefore you make a, you're basically blocking in that space, and that's how you can basically use, I think is it microblocks, forge microblocks to make various panels and stuff. Let's see if I have, sure. Let's grab one of these stone ones. No? Interesting. I thought... Just give me a second here to look in my inventory to see if there's something that I can use here. Let's see. I wonder. I can't cut that with the stone saw. Interesting. So I can't cut lapis lazuli bricks with the stone saw. Good to know. No, but I can go there like that. Okay, yeah, there. And then depending on how you cut it up, you can make panels or pillars. So if I make pillars, I can then make notches, and they do nothing, and you can make corners from the notches. So basically on how you cut up the block, you can make various parts. So that's how Forge Microblocks works. Pretty handy, especially if you want to, say, you know, save on resources to provide covers for stuff, or, you know, make like a little see-through tank. So also last episode we worked on my igneous extruder downstairs and upgraded its cobble production. But the other thing that we worked on in a previous episode is we made these culinary generators. We made one of these times 8 culinary generators, and that's from 8 regular culinary generators. Makes this. Plus you need a little item, this transfer node energy to make it, and that takes some gold and these breaths of first search upgrades. Those take a ton of redstone, as you can see, because you got to make the speed upgrades to get there, and then you have to make the other upgrades. So it's pretty time consuming process, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to finish this quest, this top tier generator. So to make a top tier generator, if we look up culinary, let me just right click that, culinary, you need 8 of these culinary generators, and which is basically each one of these is 8 regular culinary generators. So I had to make 64. I made 64 because I wanted to get an extra one, so to show you to sort of show you how these work. So to make this final generator, you basically need to surround them around a hyper energy, transfer node energy, to give you this hyper energy. And you do bedrockium. To make bedrockium, you need triple compressed cobble and a block of diamond. And so what I did is I went out and I triple compressed some cobble because we have a lot of it, and we need a block of diamond to make bedrockium ingot. So we will make our bedrockium ingot like so. No. No. Triple compressed cobble, block of diamond. Huh. That's weird. Triple compressed cobble. And a block. That's right, is it not? Huh. So basically you need this bedrockium ingot, and you need to surround it with 4 of these transfer nodes. So it's a ton of redstone, really, just to get to this point. But I'm not sure. Oh, ooh, I need quadruple compressed cobble to get to this point. Whew, that is pretty terrible. So really I am shy by a little bit of triple compressed cobble. Quadruple compressed cobble. But that's not too bad. I think we could, you know, try something here. Give me a second, I want to try something, see if this works. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is just a very rudimentary experimental build, but I take cobble and basically pipe it into a chest. So, and then have the chest hooked up to a packager, which then will package stuff into another chest, and then this will get basically piped back over to this chest and then get packaged. So as soon as there's enough to compress a double compress to a triple, it will do so, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this works. The only way to sort of speed this up would be to you know, have something like I wonder if speed upgrades would speed this up. Probably a stack upgrade would help too. Does that help? Yeah, so it goes a little bit faster with some speed upgrades, so it'll get compressed a lot faster. And eventually I will have, you know, a triple and then a quadruple compressed. One whole barrel full of cobbles, probably not enough, but I guess we'll see. There's a little bit of cobble over here. Let's throw that in there. And yeah, so I'll get my quadruple compressed cobble in no time here. It's a handy little setup. It's pretty quick using the auto packager. I think if we did a stack upgrade, I wonder how much, I wonder what that. You just speed, some diamonds and some gold. Let's make one of those. We need that. Was it 3 diamonds? And we need a nugget. And we need 1 speed upgrade, which I'll steal from this. See if we can get this to work. Stack upgrade. Yeah, oh, that goes a ton faster now. So the only problem now with the size of this chest is that there's not going to be enough room for the double compressed to come back, or the compressed to come back, you know, until I've worked through a bunch of this cobble. So once a bunch of this cobble has been converted into compressed and then into double compressed, you know, it'll free up some of the space. And yeah, and just like that, oops, I did not mean to put that in there. Thank you. So all the cobble is in there now, it looks like. So yeah, the stack upgrade definitely makes things go a lot faster. Who would have thought? And power wise, yeah, we got a ton of power just from the battery. So this will keep going while we do something else. So give me a second and I will be right back. So while this chugs away, and I'll probably need to refill the cobble again, but we got up to 2 quadruple compressed cobble, so we're getting there. I thought I would do one other thing. I thought I would upgrade my leadstone jetpack, because I keep running out of power with it because it doesn't really hold that much power. So I thought we'd upgrade it at least to hardened. And basically you can take your leadstone jetpack, and I need to build a hardened flux capacitor, which requires a leadstone flux capacitor, which is pretty simple to build. It's just sulfur, redstone, lead, and copper ore. So we'll build one of those. And we need to build these hardened thrusters, and those you need a redstone reception coil, which I think, yeah, I have a couple already that I had made previously. And I need a reactant dynamo. I need some silver. I forgot silver. Let's grab a stack of silver. I don't think I need that much, but let's go here, and what we're going to do is, I don't need those. What I need is a reactant dynamo, which means I need, I don't have enough redstone on me. Grab some redstone. Now I should be set. I thought I grabbed everything, but of course I didn't. And I keep hitting the wrong one. I want to make a reactant dynamo, which means I need to make two of them. So I need 2 of those. And I need, I think I got everything for that now. Yeah, so I can make 2 reactant dynamos, which is good. And now it's just redstone reception coil, some redstone, some invar, and these hardened flux ducts, which I have a bunch of. What am I missing here? I think I got everything that I need for this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Got those hardened flux ducts. Redstone. Yeah, I thought I had it. I'm not sure why it didn't shift click. So 2 hardened thrusters. And now I should be able to just take this. No, I have to upgrade the leadstone Sorry, I am one step behind. I got to make it a hardened. So you need the leadstone, you need tin, some invar, and some redstone. Shift clicking does not seem to be working for me right now. And I think it was tin. It was at least one tin. Oops. Oh, invar. Okay. Now, this should work. Why you no work for me? Two thrusters, hardened flux duct. Then just invar. And it holds the charge. So it still has the 25,000 charge. But now I can hold up to 400,000. So that's pretty good. It'll actually last me a long time. And let's eat an epic bacon. Fill ourselves up. And the nice thing about the drawer controller is you can see my inventory full of, you know, crap. Boom, double click it. Everything that can be put away will be put away. There's only one issue, the nuggets. Some of the nuggets that come from these plants. So if I harvest, where are they? If I harvest the nuggets from the ferronium seeds, the copper seeds, and the tin seeds, for some reason they basically just aren't recognized. Go away, animals. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Come on, let's kill him. Let's kill him. Come on, sheep. Yeah. So you can bypass that, I think, by throwing it through the smeltery, or maybe, you know, of converting it to the ingot works, because the ingots will go in. But for some reason, some of those nuggets just aren't recognized, so they're probably just not ordered dictionary properly. So not a big deal. Are we done here? Looks like it's done. Oh, we're close. We're really close. We're really close. I now have, what we'll do is we're going to fly around a little bit here with this hardened jetpack. But let me put another thing of cobble on here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And I will be right back. Okay, so now that we have, you know, 400,000 RF, which is, you know, a little bit better than what we had before, we can now fly around. You know, we're at 99% at this point, so what I was hoping to find is, I'm just going to fly out here and see if I can find a different biome. There's a stone beach biome now. Okay, so there are different biomes. Okay, extreme hills out here. Okay, stone beach, river, ocean. Okay. So I'm gonna need to fly around sort of and try and find Stone Beach, some different biomes like extreme hills. I need to find like a forest biome, a plains biome, stuff like that. If I want to get some of the bees naturally, anyway, you need specific biomes to get some of the bees. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted a better jetpack. See, ooh, still at 87%. So, and right now I'm still in ocean, so that's crazy. The ocean biome here is huge, deep ocean now. Wow. The biome selection is pretty terrible close by. So, my base looks kind of neat though. The 3 levels. Okay, it looks pretty terrible. I'm gonna be honest, but what do you want from me? What do you want from me? So yeah, the biome selection here is not so good, but we'll combat that at some point. We'll figure something out for that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I will come back once I have the necessary 4 quadruple compressed cobble, because we've got some double, we've got no triple in there at the moment. Got some bunch of compressed cobble over here, but yeah, this actually works pretty quick and doesn't take a lot of power, so pretty simple to do. I could have this automatically hooked up to my my cobble generator and just continuously be making compressed cobble as it's being made. So it's actually a pretty fast process. I'm quite impressed. So I'll be back once I have the necessary materials to make my final culinary generator, and then I'll demonstrate the different power from the 3 types of culinary generators, and then we'll probably wrap up this episode. So I will be right back. Okay, so I finally have 4 quadruple compressed and 4 triple compressed, and you know, I got a bit of other compressed cobble in there. I think it's pretty much done everything. It took quite a few barrels of 64 stacks of each to make the desired material, but what I can do is I can come over here, I can grab 1 block of diamond, and we should be able to shift click and get an ingot of bedrockium. And apparently carrying bedrockium slows you down. I imagine if I were to throw it in my golden bag of holding, it removes the effect. Okay, so I needed the bedrockium so that I could make a transfer node hyper energy. And so I need 4 transfer nodes and a bedrockium ingot to make that, and I should have 4 transfer nodes over here already. Yes, so I had them made previously, and if you don't remember, the recipe for a transfer node is gold, actual transfer nodes, and this breadth of first search, which as you can see takes a ton of redstone just to get to there. But now I can take my oh yeah, I'm like, where's the bedrockium? Yes, I put it away. Okay, so I can take my bedrockium and it's going to make the transfer node hyper energy. And the bonus with that is I can now make my times 64 culinary generator. And I'm going to show you how they work once this is done crafting. Give me a second, I'll let that finish crafting and then we'll come back. Okay, and so we're done. We got the transfer node of hyper energy. We can pull that out of our QED. Then we can go over to our crafting table here where we already are set up for this, and we can make a culinary generator. And that's going to complete a quest for us, so we'll at least complete the quest here. I got 3 done. In power grid, we have the culinary generator, and it gives us some potions of regeneration. Why? Oh, inventory. Wow, because of all the potions that you get. So if I had $1 million, let me just. I have like junk chests everywhere. Let me just throw some of this stuff out into this junk chest, and now I should be able to claim the reward and get potions of regeneration. So that's pretty cool. I could use them in the potion generator to generate power. Alright, so now that I have these culinary generators, I'm going to show you how they sort of work. I'm going to put down you, and put down you. And so basically simple interface has a energy bar storage. This normal generator stores 100,000 RF. The other culinary generator times 8 stores 800,000, and this one here stores 6.4 million. So this is like one generator, this is like having 8, and this is like having 64 of them. If I bring Epic Bacon and I look, sorry, and I hold shift, no, I don't have to hold shift, sorry. It actually tells me while I'm looking in the interface. So if I put Epic Bacon into a regular culinary generator, it's going to generate 152,000 RF at 60 RF per tick. Okay, And if I put the same epic bacon in a ×8 culinary generator, it says the same thing. It's going to produce it at the same. But the reality is it's going to produce it at that same level, but it's going to do it 8 times faster. So basically, you could multiply 60 by 8, and that's really how fast this is actually going to generate that power. And then if we look at the culinary generator ×64, same thing. It tells you the exact same, that it's going to generate 152,000 RF at 60.5 RF per second. But what it's really going to do is generate 152,000 RF in 60 times 64 seconds. So basically really, really fast. So if I plop in 1 epic bacon in this culinary generator, it's going to go, and it's 2 minutes remaining. If I plop it into one of this one, 15 seconds basically to get to 150,000. If I plop an epic bacon in this culinary generator, it's boom. It generates 152,000 very rapidly. So each piece of food in each of the generators will generate the same amount of power. It's just faster as you move up the tier scale. Now, what I haven't been able to test, or I haven't actually tested, is because this is like having 64 generators. If I were to place 64 pieces of food in a culinary generator, would that take the same amount of time to produce the power that one piece of food would produce power in this regular culinary generator? And I think that would be the case. That went in about, what was it? I'll put another epic bacon in there. About 2 seconds per, so well, maybe this is faster overall. So as you can see, really, really, really quick way to generate power. A little bit slower to generate power, and as you can see, this doesn't even have a buffer big enough to hold all of the power that it's able to generate. So I would need, to expend some of this power somehow. I don't have a wrench on me. Where's my wrench? I don't know what happened to my wrench. But so these of course have more than enough storage space, but just keep in mind this culinary generator is huge for power. In just a really short amount of time there, I produced 305,000 RF, which is pretty cool. So, and you basically just keep funneling food into here, and it will just keep churning out the power. It's expensive to get to this point though, so you have to make 65 culinary generators to make 8 of these culinary generators ×8, so that you can make 1 culinary generator ×64. And it takes a lot of extra redstone to combine all these engines into one. So if you have the space for 64 generators, you're going to generate the same amount of power in maybe a little bit shorter, a little bit more time. But, if you're limited on space, this is the way to go. Of course, if you're really limited on space, of course, you could start stacking all of these and be in really good shape. So I think we're going to call it at this point. We made the highest tier culinary generator, which was pretty resource intensive. And oops, we are basically done all of the power grid quests that we have available to us. So we're going to have to start looking at some other things, and we're probably going to use these culinary generators that we have to generate power for some of our bee stuff. So we're going to have to basically start building some farms so that we will constantly have a power source. So yeah, and I automated the production of triple and quadruple compressed cobble. And basically if I were to just put a cobble gen here, it would just constantly go, and I could basically constantly make compressed cobble. And I may do that at some point, but I just wanted to see if this worked, and it worked out great. So I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. It's been a lot of fun to play, and if you have, don't forget to hit that like button, and don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section below. Until next time, Delgaro.